Hello and congratulations. We have nearly made it to fall break, and I think we all deserve a big pat on the back for making it through the first 9 weeks grading period in pretty good shape. Our enrollment has remained steady. The transition to a new virtual learning program has smoothed out, and we've all been able to keep all of our schools open amidst the ongoing coronavirus pandemic. Those are all pretty good accomplishments in my opinion, and they wouldn't have happened without the hard work and dedication of our staff, administrators, and MCS families all doing their part. So thank you. Speaking of the coronavirus, some of you have been affected by either a positive case in your household or by virtue of being a close contact. To date, we've had about 28 incidents since the start of school. Dozens of people have been required to quarantine for several days, but still just a fraction of our 3,500 in-school students. You can find details on every case posted on our website at muncieschools.org. Just go to the COVID-19 updates page. As you know, we are doing everything we can to keep everyone safe. That means following the quarantine rules set down by the Centers for Disease Control and following the recommendations of the County Health Department. I know that can be hard to do, especially for working parents who need to find a way to care for kids in quarantine, but it simply must be done. Quarantine periods can be very confusing, so we have developed a new document to make it more understandable in case you are in this situation. For instance, it seems counterintuitive that a person who tests positive for COVID-19 only has a 10-day quarantine period, while a close contact of a positive person has to quarantine for 14 days. But that is how it works. It is also frustrating that someone who may not show any symptoms but has a family member in their household develop symptoms and later test positive requires them to quarantine for up to 24 days, 14 days for being a close contact, and up to 10 more days for a positive exposure. These time allotments have to do with the incubation period of the virus, and we need to adhere to them to keep the virus from spreading. That's how we're keeping our schools open. Again, we know how inconvenient and disruptive this can be for your household, but I'm convinced that this compliance with these guidelines is what has kept us from having larger groups of people being affected. Please take a few minutes to familiarize yourself with these protocols. We've used color-coded boxes to set off 4 different categories of cases: people with symptoms, people with no symptoms but test positive, close contacts, and household members of someone in one of the other 3 categories. This document has been shared through email and is posted on our website. If you have any questions, we invite you to call our offices or the Delaware County Health Department. Thanks again for your support as we do our very best to keep kids in school. We know this is the best option for helping students stay on track with their education. I hope you enjoy the upcoming fall break, and we look forward to the next 9-week grading period.